Okay, hello and welcome, all of you, to Surviving 1984 Happily Never After. Sorry. Okay, the 16 of you are about to embark on a month-and-a-half long journey aiming to be the last person standing to become the winner of this game. With this season being fairy tale themed, I thought I would tell you a little story. Hold on, let me get Corey in here. Okay, I thought I would tell you a little story. So, once upon a time, there was a game called Surviving 1984. This game began in the spring of 2020. Two seasons were hosted back to back, but then a hiatus put the game on pause for nearly 3 years. In the spring of 2023, the game returned better than ever, moving over to Discord and hosting two more seasons back to back. During those seasons, we saw 79 people play this game, but only 4 were able to get their happily ever after and win this game. Of those 75 who were not crowned, some of them have been brutally blindsided, some of them screwed over by a swap, some of them left with idols in their pocket, and some of them just had bad luck with the tribe dynamic. And this season, 8 of those players who never got their happily ever after are about to join you in this game to make sure that you don't get yours either. Okay, are you ready? That's right, Dahlia and Azalea, it's time to meet the Hyacinth tribe. One by one, I will be introducing them and bringing them onto the Zoom. Are you ready to meet your competition?
Can I just skip over this
No.
whole part? I don't want this.
Hold on,
I
I'm
was
bringing
so
somebody.
happy with you.
So we're voting out production, right?
Yeah.
This is not a returnee coming in. Okay, so one at a time, I'm going to introduce them. Some of them have not been able to make it tonight for the Zoom, but some of them are
Wait,
here.
I have one question.
Yes.
Okay, so when you sent, I don't know if anyone else got this, but they copy and pasted this thing, and in the thing about the Meet Me video,
You were the only one we messed
talk
it up
about your
with.
original placement if you want, and I was like, so there's attorneys.
I think
that
you're the
an
only one that noticed that. It was an accident, but okay, we'll move on. Okay, first up, this player was on the very first season of Surviving 1984, playing back at the beginning of the pandemic. They were set up well going into a live night, but 5 minutes before the tribal call began, the vote was switched and they were sent home with an idol in their pocket. Please welcome, where is she? Maybe? Lauren Brath. Hello, welcome, Lauren.
Hi.
Okay, next up. This player also comes from season 1 of Surviving 1984. After the first swap, the season left them in tribes of 9. They were caught in the first ever tie vote in Surviving 1984 history when the vote count was 4-4-1. However, the 1 was the person who they had voted for, and they were sent out in a revote of 4-3. Please welcome Caleb Reed. Maybe. If he connects to his audio, it's fine. We'll move on. Caleb can connect to his audio. Okay. Next up. Oh, there's Caleb. Next up, this player comes from season 2 of Surviving 1984, Director's Cut. Season 2 was infamous for having no tribe swaps, meaning there was nowhere to escape once you were in the minority. After having their name out at previous tribals, and with the numbers dwindling and core alliances being formed without them, this player left in 15th place in a near unanimous vote. Please welcome Nick Benner.
Cheers.
Okay, next up. This next player comes from season 2. of Surviving 1984. Season 2 was made up of 2 tribes handpicked by myself and the former host of Surviving 1984, Blake Murphy. This person started out on the Murphy tribe, but would have fit much better on the Davis tribe. They were quickly targeted, and in a season with no swaps, they weren't able to get away from the people who wanted them out, and they left in a near unanimous vote in 17th place. Please welcome Chrissy Kesto. Chrissy is not able to make the Zoom tonight, but she is on the cast. Okay, next up, we venture to the more recent seasons of Surviving 1984, as we are now at Surviving 1984 From the Ashes. Hold on, I have a lot of messages coming in. I want to make sure. Okay, we're good. Okay. They only attended one tribal before the swap phase of the game, where there was a double tribal. After a mass scrambling until the last minute, they got themselves into the majority, but it all came crashing down when someone with a pre-game vengeance played an idol, causing this player to leave with only 1 vote to their name. Perfect timing. Please welcome Casey Hall. Hello, Casey. Okay. Okay, next we will stick with Surviving 3. We have someone who was able to make good connections on their tribe. However, when they lost tribal immunity in the 3rd round of the game, their tribe thought they were getting too close to one other member of their tribe, and they were blindsided in a 4-3 vote. Please welcome Jordan Baldwin. Jordan is not here tonight, but he is on the cast. The other 2 are both here. Okay, next we move on to Surviving 1984, Season 4, Garden of Eden. Going into the merge of the season, there was a live night twist where players could only vote at one of the 2 tribals of the night. This player felt safe with the people they were with and decided not to vote. However, unfortunately for them, neither did any of their allies, and they were sent home in a unanimous 4-0 vote. Please welcome Luis Penido. Maybe. He's been sitting in the waiting room for a little bit. Give it a second. Okay, I'm going to continue. Okay, and finally, sticking with Surviving 4. This player came into the game going to 4 of the first 5 tribals of the season, having sat on a tribe of 3 people at one point in the game. They were sitting pretty with an extra vote in their pocket. However, with the twist at the first live night, they were unable to vote at the second tribal of the merge, and their name was dropped as the vote with a near 60 seconds to spare in the round's timer. With no time to sway the votes in any other way, they were blindsided in a 4-1 vote. Please welcome Danny Nixon. Hello, Danny. Okay, so hello and welcome to all 24 of you. We are so excited to have each and every one of you, and we can't wait to get the season started. As you have already realized and been told, we have 3 tribes. So wearing orange is Azalea, wearing purple is Dahlia, and the returning players wearing blue are the Hyacinth tribe. Now we ought to tell you a little about this season's twist. With this being a fairy tale theme, you are each going to be given a role that you will be playing for a predetermined amount of time this season. Each role comes with objectives for you to complete. If you complete these objectives, you will receive coins, which you will be able to utilize by going to the shop. At the shop, there will be different advantages that you can use throughout the game. The shop will close at a predetermined time. So if you want to buy something, buy it. The items in the shop do have limited quantities, so please be mindful of this. We will update the quantities at the beginning of every new round. If you attempt to buy an item that was already purchased before the update, we will let you know that it's no longer available. Okay, so these rolls have been randomized and they will be sent to you shortly. You will also receive a list of what all the roles do. However, you will not know what each other's roles are. It is very much advantageous for you to keep your role a secret, as there might be other roles that counteract with yours, but you are free to openly speak about them if you so choose. Okay, so now we're going to just go through a couple just housekeeping rules and quick items. Obviously, no bullying, no harassment, anything like that. What that constitutes is up to production. Obviously, keep things based on the game, not personal. Somebody's echoing. Okay, you're good. Okay, so if that does happen or you do feel uncomfortable for any reason, please let us know and we will handle it as seen fit. Obviously, no cross-tribaling. This is pretty standard for most Survivor games. We want to honor the authenticity of the game, so don't do that. No screenshots at all. No screenshotting any messages, votes, anything like that. Also, no echoing calls, so no like letting somebody else listen in to your call. And then no communicating with your fellow castmates outside of the server. We have your one-on-ones set up for a reason. So if you are talking about the game, do it in your game chat. So if you find yourself in a channel that you're not supposed to be in, please let us know as soon as possible. If we find out that you purposely stayed in a chat you're not supposed to be in, there will be consequences. Everything should be fine, but if for whatever reason you see something, just let us know. And then once a tribal council begins, so once I send the Zoom link, you must stop all communication. So no more messaging each other, no more you must get off a call immediately. We will kick you off the calls if we need to. So once that Zoom link is sent, you need to hop on. Normally I will send the Zoom link at the time we said. So if I said we're starting at 9, I'll send the Zoom link at 9. So normally tribals will start probably about 5 after. So yeah. And then do not send any parchments of any kind to your fellow players, and no screen sharing those or anything like that either. So that includes like your tree mail, any advantages, anything like that. So no sending of parchments. You are more than welcome to read them off or type them out yourself, but you are not to actually send the actual parchments. And then anytime we have a competition that is not a live competition, so semi-live or non-live, make sure you do not share your scores with anybody, including your tribe mates. Don't tell them what the comp was or how you did or anything like that. Saying I did good or I did bad, that's fine. No more details than that. And then please utilize your production chat that is in the server. You should not need your interview chat anymore. Once again, if you're in any chat that you shouldn't be, let us know. If you need to talk about things that are outside of the game, you are more than welcome to do that in your prod chat as well if you would like to. These channels will not be shared even after the game, so whatever you say in there is safe. Don't worry about that. So we will put these rules in the channel. You'll have to say that you agree to those rules in your prod chat. Make sure that you do that before the first tribal council. And then once again, just please remember, this is a game. We're all here to meet new people, have fun. Emotions might be high at some point, but at the end of the day, this is a game. We want you to have fun, but best of luck to everyone. So with that, we are going to let you guys all go get to know each other on your tribes. So we recommend that you hop onto your tribe BC. If they're not made already, they should be made shortly. And then you will get your first tree mail very shortly. Your first challenge will be an individual. You will individually be competing, but it is a tribe challenge. It's not for individual immunity, but it's a tribe challenge that you will compete individually. So you'll all find a time with prod to do that. We will let you know when we are ready. And then results will be at 10 p.m. Eastern on Monday. So you'll have 2 days to complete this. And then results will be shortly after. So with that, as this Zoom contains more than one tribe, we will be ending it. I will also be posting on our YouTube channel the intro videos for the returnees, so you can learn a little bit more about them.